Hello and welcome back to another video. Today I thought I'd do a what's in my bag video because obviously I'm going back to uni soon for my second year. So basically I'm going to show you everything that I put in my bag on a day-to-day basis at uni. So this is everything I need for lectures, supervisions and labs. Supervisions are small group teaching sessions and I may keep using that term throughout the video, so that's what they are. I study physical natural sciences at the University of Cambridge and I didn't realise I needed this much stuff for my course, but this bag is really heavy, so yeah, I'm going to get to it showing you what is in there. The bag itself is fluffy and I mean it's quite out there, but it's very, very me. I got it from Urban Outfitters is it a year ago now? I think my original one broke, if I remember. I'm gonna have to look back at some of my vlogs. So this is the bag and it's quite a good size. I definitely need a rucksack at uni, like it just would not be practical to take a handbag around everywhere. This size does me well. Let's open it up, shall we? I'll start with like stuff for lectures, like stationery paper, you get me. Let's start with that stuff. So, talking of paper, I always need a pad of paper with me. Oh, this is wet. Okay, that's a good start. The water is leaking. Okay, first, a water bottle. Woohoo, stay hydrated. I feel like this is leaking, so I might need a new water bottle. So we're just gonna put that to the side there. Okay, and then paper. So I use a Wilko A4 ruled refill pad. Woohoo, it's, you know, budget, it does the job. Like, what do? I scribble all over the paper, I do problems and supervisions, and then when I finish with it, I either file it away or it goes in the bin, and I don't need fancy paper, so I take quite a few pads of these to uni at the start of term and then they last me throughout term, so I'll just slowly work through those. I will always be having lecture notes in my bag because I'm always off to a lecture in the morning and I need my lecture notes if I've got supervisions and stuff as well to look over. So I've got a set of physics lecture notes in, a set of maths lecture notes in. This is my laptop in a case that I got from Amazon, I think I want to say. And then let's whip my MacBook Air out. This is my laptop of choice for university. I had it in sixth form as well and I absolutely love it. If you're looking for a good university laptop, MacBooks are just great. I'm such an Apple lover, but honestly it's so portable. Like, this is so light and it does all the jobs I want it for. I've got Word on there, I can go on the internet, and it's great for editing videos on iMovie as well. I like to carry my laptop around with me because all my course materials are on the Cambridge Moodle website, so if I ever want to do any worksheet questions, they're always online, so really I do need my laptop for that. I tend to take notes in lectures on my lecture handouts or on paper, and I write things down in supervision, so I don't tend to type things out on this, although I had planned a few essays last year on this, and I type up lab reports on my laptop, but I usually use it for getting internet resources and emails and stuff like that. Okay, moving on. This is quite an important thing, my pencil case. So inside I like coloured pens for my lecture notes because it's more fun, it's easier to read, it's just a nice visual way of making notes really. So I think this is all of my colours. I've got a pink, a green, a blue, a purple, and they're the Zebra Z-Grip Smooth pens, I think. I quite like these pens, I find them easy to write with. They glide across the page, you know, so, but any old coloured pens I'd say would be good for annotating lecture notes with. Always handy, and they're just biros as well, like literally nothing fancy. I'm a big fan of mechanical pencils because you don't have to sharpen them, you just, you know, do this, and oh, that one's nearly gone. That's quite sad. Although, I mean, because I'm a little bit extra and I always worry, like what if the mechanical pencil runs out? I have a couple of non-mechanical pencils as well. And also, if people ask me to borrow a pencil because they've forgotten things, I'm not lending them one of my fancy mechanical ones. No, they're just getting one of the standard ones. Oh yes, I have a little compass just for normal writing because I don't tend to write essays or answer problem sheets in pink, although I have been known to do that before, but I tend to use black for my standard supervision work. Some plain black pens, again, Zebra Z Grip. They look different, but I think they've just redone the packaging because they both say Zebra Z Grip. Highlighter, oh my god, what an essential. In lectures, you always need a highlighter. I feel like it goes without saying. I'm currently on a pink one, but you know, when this one runs out, I'll probably pop in a yellow one. I just always make sure I've got a highlighter with me. A sharpener to sharpen my non-mechanical pencils that can, you know, be emptied, because who could ever be bothered to walk over to the bin? Not me. I've got a mini ruler, protractor, rubber because I'm always making mistakes, and finally coloured pencils. And you might think, you're a uni student, what are you doing colouring in? But last year in Earth Sciences we actually did have to colour in map exercises and colour in a few diagrams, and it was actually really quite useful. And that concludes the pencil case. It's always a nightmare if I forget to put this in my bag in the day. I'm like, oh my god, I'm lost without all my pencils, and you have to ask people to borrow a pen and then they don't give you colours and you just have to make do with one colour pen, and it's a struggle. I always have a pack of flashcards. This is a pack of physics flashcards in my bag so that I can just, if I have a free moment, if I'm sitting around waiting for a supervision to start or something, I can just, or a lecture to start, I can just whip my flashcards out and test myself on a few of them. And I also always have some fresh flashcards, because in a free moment I might suddenly think, oh, I need to make a flashcard of something, and it's always good to have some fresh ones so I can start a new pack, because I'm always making flashcards. Flashcard production goes on throughout the whole year. Flashcard production is constant. I've even made a few this summer as well, so yeah. These are from Wilko as well, by the way. They're the Wilko index cards. They've got a little ring, and I just love that because you've got all these little packs and you can just flip them over, and oh, I could rave about these all day. Wilko index cards, go get yourself some. Another big thing in my bag that makes it quite heavy, because I think I've got quite a bit of spare change in there at the moment, is my purse. This is from Accessorize. I never go anywhere without my purse. You never know when you might need some cash on you. And I also have my glasses. I've got my Dubrovnik case, because I went to Croatia this summer, if you didn't know, and it was really fun, and you should check out the vlogs. I'll stop there. So yeah, I've got contacts in at the moment, so my glasses are currently in there, along with glasses wipes and cloths and ooh, all things fun. Next thing is my diary. This is how I keep myself organised. I can't use my phone. I know so many people use the calendar app on the phone, but you'd think I'd be okay with technology, making YouTube videos and all that, but like, I can't manage it, I can't work it, and I just like it written down. So here's my diary. It's actually a personalised one that my sister got me. So look, there's a picture of me and my sister. There we go, and you can't even see it. There we go. Diary 2018, and there's a little pen at the side as well, which is useful for jotting things down. Look, here we go. Here's an example week. So just gonna focus. So I jot down everything I'm supposed to be doing each day. It's usually stuff outside of lectures and supervisions, because they're a standard thing that I go to each week, so I don't tend to forget that I've got those. But it's things like the Mabel launch night formal, rowing outings, a dance competition, a Fiznatski dinner. You can probably see from this how hectic my life is at uni. Like, I fill my time with so much stuff. And then in the corner, in the pocket thing, I tuck in my timetable. So here's my timetable from last year. I always like this with me because I always worry I'm suddenly going to forget what I'm doing, and I might like have a total complete brain blank of what I'm supposed to be doing that day. And I have fears of missing supervisions. I have absolute fears. So we have a 2-week timetable at Cambridge, and this is my printout. I've written in my supervisions myself, and it's got all my labs and lectures on there. And here's the second timetable. And yeah, that's actually quite a lot of contact hours. I think it's like 20 something a week contact hours, which is quite a lot. But it's because I'm a sciences student and we have labs. But I do have less contact hours next year, which I'm actually quite happy about. Although I think it does mean that I have to do extra work outside of lectures. Well, that's what my director of studies has said. He's like, be prepared to have more reading around the subject and more work for supervisions. Whoopee! Next thing, my CAM card. And this basically gets me into my room at college, it gets me into college itself, it gets me into labs and lecture halls. Like, this is my access card for everywhere in uni. I'm on to card number 3. Through no fault of my own. My first one, the porters actually lost. I arrived at uni and they were like, we don't have your card, and it was actually in the recycling tray, so it was absolutely their fault there. My second one just broke randomly, like I didn't even bend it or snap it or anything. I just put it up against my room wanting to go in, and the room wouldn't let me in, and it just died, so I had to get a third one. Pretty awful picture on there, but I think it's the same for everyone. But yeah, that cam card, and that always goes in the side pocket of my bag, so it's easy to access because I'm always having to whip it out. Even when I'm on my bike and I'm trying to leave college and get out the gate, I have to whip out the cam card, so can't be losing that. I have to keep that safe. Oh yeah, and the other thing that I take everywhere with me, obviously, is my phone, which I am currently filming on, so I can't actually show you, but that would also be in the side pocket. And actually, I'll take a picture and I'll insert it here. This is my phone. It is my life. Well, I mean, it isn't my life. I mean, I'm not like addicted to social media. Like, I do check it every now and again, and it's just good to keep in contact with people. And also, the main purpose of taking it everywhere is vlogging, because I vlog my life at uni, if you didn't know. You should check out the vlogs as well. I'll put them in the cards, you know. And yeah, I always need my phone there to whip out. In the other side pocket is another essential. It is a J-cloth. And you might be like, Paige, what are you doing with the J-cloth in your bag? But let me tell you, I cycle round Cambridge. I cycle every day, and the weather in Cambridge does not always cooperate. It is not always brilliant sunshine, and I mean, as sad as it might be, I have to cycle around in the rain, even in the snow. When it's icy, I have to get on my bike and get to lectures. Tragic times. So when my bike seat is wet, I like to wipe it over with a J-cloth, and the handlebars as well. Doesn't really usually work. I usually still get a wet bum, but what can you do? Going with the bike theme, or I suppose it's the bike theme, but I have gloves. It does get freezing cold, and when you're cycling along, the cold air just comes right onto your hands, and my hands get awful in the winter, like cracked, terrible. You don't want to know. So I have to keep them warm, so I've got really heavy duty thick, I feel like they might be even skiing gloves or something, but they're absolutely perfect. Although, to be honest, when I first get back to uni, I am just going to be using like my fingerless cycling gloves, which are a bit lighter, but still, I don't usually tend to cycle without gloves at all, even in summer, because my hands just don't cooperate. And I also have in my side pocket, easy access, my bike key, because you have to lock your bike up because bikes get stolen in Cambridge the whole time. Oh, earlier I forgot my calculator. I've got my calculator as well. It's university approved. That's the sticker to show that I can use it in exams. And yeah, this is an absolute essential. I will use this in all my supervisions, in all my labs. And it is the Casio FX991ES Plus, if you wanted to know. Next thing is a ruler, you know. It's just kind of handy, isn't it? Next thing is a plastic bag in case I want to pop to the shops, because when I head out for my day, I don't know, sometimes I might have a spare moment and I might think, wait, I've not got any milk, wait, I haven't got any cereal, and so I need to pop to Sainsbury's, and saving the environment and all that, I will reuse my bags, so always like a plastic bag in there. Oh, we're going in to the front pocket now. Let's unzip this. What do we have? Ah, yes. I've got a tangle teaser all along the hairlines. I also carry a hairband with me because sometimes in labs I might need to tie my hair back, and I might just suddenly have a panic moment where I need my hair tied back. I have some hand cream in because, as I mentioned earlier, my hands get awful in the winter. I carry tissues. I am always the person in lectures who is the lifesaver, who always has tissues, because everyone else just doesn't carry tissues for whatever reason. So whenever someone's like, oh my god, does anyone have a tissue? Does anyone have a tissue? I'm like, yes, here you go, I got you. So everyone can thank me for that. I have eye drops because my eyes get dry when I wear contact lenses. I have hand sanitizer because I want to avoid freshers flu. I have lip balm and lipstick depending on what I am wearing that day. This is my everyday lipstick that you always see me wearing. It is Revolution Rose Gold lipstick in the colour Chauffeur. For those interested, it is £3. I repeat, £3. And sometimes I might need to reapply that, so that's always in. along with my lip balm. This is just a Nivea lip balm, along with a pocket mirror. And then of course I have some earphones in because I might always need earphones, and not just for listening to music but also for listening to online lecture resources and stuff on my laptop. Like, I've got a little adapter here so it plugs into my laptop as well, which is good. And now my bag is empty. See, it's quite a spacious bag. I do quite like this bag. And yeah, that's it. So I hope you found this interesting. I have shown you everything that I take around with me when I am at uni. I'm actually quite excited to get back to uni now and get back into the swing of things. So it should be good. The vlogs will be returning as soon as I am back, which should be soon by the time this video goes up. And yeah, please do give the video a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe, hit the notification bell. Follow me on Instagram, and I think that's everything. Thank you for watching. Bye. I should do a thumbnail. Oh my god, I remembered to do a thumbnail. What is, am I Paige and I? Am I really? Like, oh, I've got a message. It's okay, the struggle of filming on your phone.